We are gathered here today to sip some tea, honey, so make sure you guys have your teacups ready because this tea is what? Piping hot. Hey you guys, it's your girl T. So I want to come on here and talk about the whole Reginae Carter situation. So Reginae is Lil Wayne's daughter, and I know a lot of you guys have been watching her on Growing Up Hip Hop. And at first I wasn't going to watch this show, but I ended up catching it when I was flying to Minneapolis on the plane. And I watched it, and I was literally shocked and appalled by what I was watching. Her attitude is it's just so distasteful. And I don't want to get on here and talk about anybody's child, but she is 18 now. It's not like she's 14. You know, I've always thought of Reginae as this, you know, sweet little girl. We watched her grow up over the years. And I remember seeing videos of her, you know, online. One of her friends supposedly muffed her on camera.
We about to go. Who is we? Everybody else in this class but you. No, we gotta go to Bush. Bye. Baby, don't do that. You get smacked on that live. You better see if Maddie in there. Megan will bring food. They not in there yet. She told us to come back. Megan, no, I'm saying Megan will bring food because Megan don't. Who is Manuel? Emmanuel? Megan. Smack her like this. Come on, girl. Chill out. Wait, what? For real. Chill out. Who got food? What is that? Nothing. They didn't say anything. Goodbye. Come on. No, but for real. Just tell Megan will bring food. Megan? Just she'll pick it out. Megan will slip.
Then she got into that fight where folks were saying she got jumped, but she wasn't getting jumped. She was just trying to protect her friend and break up a fight or whatever. You know, and a lot of people were saying, oh, those girls who like muffed her in the classroom, they were just jealous of her. But now watching her on Grown Up Hip Hop, I don't think it had anything to do with jealousy. I think that's Reginae's attitude, and people were just tired of it. And that's why those girls in the classroom were talking to her in the manner in which they were talking to her. Because she seems to think because she's Lil Wayne's daughter, that somehow that means something to the rest of the world. No, that should just mean something to you and your mother. Because your mother was married to him and that's your father. You being his daughter doesn't really affect our day-to-day life. But she seems to think that her being Lil Wayne's daughter somehow makes her better than other people. And her attitude on the show, I'm just really shocked by that because I always thought she was just like this sweet little pretty girl. And her attitude is just very distasteful. Like, I love Zonique on the show. Tiny's daughter, very humble, very sensitive. You know, she cries a lot, but she's, you know, she's young. She's like 20, beautiful girl, you know, just really sweet. And Reginae just doesn't come off like that. And I'm just really surprised. And then there was a scene where Toya was saying, you know what, we went all out for your 16th birthday. You know, the money obviously ain't coming in like that, being that they're on this damn reality TV show and Lil Wayne is suing Birdman. So they're not living the same lifestyle they were living a few years ago, okay? Let's just keep that 100. So she's telling Reginae, I think we should just do a dinner for your 18th birthday. You know, you're getting older now. We don't need to throw something big every year. Honey, Reginae looked at her like she had shit on her forehead. I'm like, damn, why are you looking at your mother like you the mother and she's the child?
Like, say like the Fresh Princess of Buckhead.
No, boo. No. You know how much money we spent on your Sweet 16? We're not trying to do that this time. This time, I think you should just do something simple. You are growing up. How about a dinner party?
A dinner party? I'm turning 18, not 40. I want a party. A dinner is not working for me.
I'm not throwing no crazy big old party. I'm telling you what you should do.
I hate hearing the word no. This sucks. I'm gonna have a party, Ma.
You want a party that crazy? Pay for it yourself.
I just hate just having to always just go behind your back and have to call my dad.
And Reginae was like, well, if you're not going to throw my party, I'm going to call my dad. And, you know, storms out the room. Then she calls Tiny to talk shit about her mom and said that her mom is selfish and she only cares about herself. Like, I was hurt listening to Reginae say that.
They called me talking about her birthday's coming up and my mom don't care about nobody but herself.
My mom is not helping me with nothing.
You know she don't care about nobody but herself.
She go too far.
I told her.
Pissed me off.
Because this is a woman who gave you life. This was a woman who was a teen mom who made all types of sacrifices to have what you have today. And then for you to talk about your mother behind her back to Tiny, to her best friend, and then you think that it won't get back to your mother, that's crazy. You know, that's one thing I can't stand. You know, if you have an issue with me as your parent, come and talk to me. Don't go out here and tell the world. And, you know, that's crazy. You know, so that really turned me off. And then Toya ends up confronting her. And then you would think that Toya, being the parent, would stand her ground. No, instead, Toya decides to throw her a party. After your daughter disrespected you to your best friend and to the whole world, because we watch this on television, you still decide to give her what she wants.
Say a dinner, and that's just something that I definitely don't want.
But it doesn't matter. That doesn't mean you pick up the phone and call my friend to talk crap about me. That's not cool. That really, really pissed me off. That's not cool.
Like, as in,
my mama not planning me no party.
I mean,
she don't want to do anything for me. She don't care about nobody but herself. Like, for real? So you know what? I'm gonna throw you a 90s birthday party for not calling your father. But I don't care about nothing but myself. Great.
I'm sorry.
It's over.
I was planning on hitting him up tomorrow morning, but now I don't have to.
We're gonna just have a good time.
You know, and I just feel like, you know, Reginae is very spoiled and she's very entitled. And she needs to realize that the average person did not grow up the way you did, Reginae. Your own parents did not grow up the way you did. You literally had a silver spoon in your mouth, and you should be very humble. And you should realize how much of a blessing that is, because most people do not have a fraction of what you have. You should be very appreciative, because you can have it today and lose it all tomorrow. Like, just her attitude, the way she looks at people, the way she talks to people, and that whole bullshit with her and Brandon. I just, you know, it just rubs me the wrong way. And
Brandon, who have you worked with before?
Somebody who could have possibly helped your father's career.
My father's career?
Let's start there.
Oh, he disrespected my mom.
Talking about a legend. Talk about that you trying to bring up. Don't talk about already they made.
And I hate to look at this young girl like that. But anyways, the reason why I'm talking about Reginae Carter is because she came for Keke Palmer the other day, and this story's starting to go viral. And a lot of people are just like really upset, like Reginae needs to slow her roll. And basically, she was doing an Instagram live session, and she told her followers that, you know, Keke Palmer blocked her and her friend for no reason. She's like, I've never done nothing to her. My best friend Lourdes has never done anything to her. And we go to her page and we find out that we're blocked. And then she basically says that she tells her dad. You know, once again, she's always running to her mom and dad to tell them something. But meanwhile, you want to let the world know that you're grown. You're 18. You don't always have to run to mommy and daddy. But anyway, she runs to her dad, and her dad's like, who's Keke Palmer? You know, the whole situation's a mess. I want y'all to go ahead and watch this video really quick. Check this out.
Let me tell y'all something about Keke Palmer. I don't have a problem with Keke Palmer, but Keke Palmer, I'm blocked on Keke Palmer's page. Like, girl, I didn't do nothing to you. I actually like Keke Palmer, so I don't even know why. Me and my best friend Lourdes is blocked on her page, and we just want to know what's up, because we don't know why. We don't know why we blocked. I was like, one day, I just went on her page, and I just was blocked. But what I'm thinking is, it's probably like a fan page or somebody like faking like me that added me, and she seen like that's the first name she saw was my name, but I don't know. But baby, don't block me, cause girl, I don't got a problem with you. She did block me for no reason, y'all. And I told my daddy too. I was like, Daddy, Keke Palmer blocked me. Y'all already know what his response was. Versus, who's Keke Palmer? Had to tell him that because he old and he don't know nobody. And then he was like, oh, forget her. Because, girl, why are you blocking me?
All right, so you guys just saw that video of Reginae talking about the Keke Palmer situation. And I do feel like Reginae was trying to throw shade, because she could have left out that whole conversation about Lil Wayne, and Lil Wayne saying that he doesn't know who Keke Palmer is.
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
And, you know, saying, oh, well, forget her. You know, why even put that energy out there? So shortly after this story went viral, Baller Alert had posted the story on their Instagram page, and Keke Palmer saw it. So Keke Palmer came on there, and this is what she said. She says, please don't read into this, you all. I love at Color Me Nay, and I think you're beautiful inside and out. And then Reginae comes on there after, and she adds Baller Alert. She says, now why y'all dig up this old video up like that and post it? Keke, nah, girl. I was playing around a while ago and said this. It's no hard feelings at all. Then she says, y'all really trying to make me look bad. Please stop. Then Keke starts following Reginae after all of that. So it looks like it's water under a bridge. Keke Palmer was basically sunned into following. She was basically sunned into following Reginae after that video went viral. You know, and I just think the whole situation is just silly. You know, Reginae needs to realize that everybody's not going to follow you. Everybody's not going to necessarily support you just because of who your father or your mother is. You know, and she needs to stop trying to ride off of their coattails and just do her. You know, her attitude on the show, like I said, is just very unbecoming. And that might have been why Keke Palmer initially blocked her. But of course, Keke Palmer being a lot older than Reginae, she's going to try and play it off and try and smooth things out, which is fine. But I feel like she did put her on blast like that to get Keke Palmer to follow her. Maybe because she truly is a fan of hers. But, you know, the whole situation is a hot mess. Now, today, Gianni Blaze posted something on Instagram, basically calling out Reginae and anybody on the show, since everybody on the show over the age of 18. And as we all know, Reginae and Brandon have been into it from day one. Now, Brandon's a grown-ass man. That's Deb Atney's son. He's 26 years old. But I feel like Reginae can be very, very disrespectful at times, especially to people who are older than her. And I also feel like he should not even be engaging with somebody that young. But they continuously get into it. They go back and forth. And then the most recent episode, Reginae got Toya and her cousins to go down there. And she tried to make her cousins jump Brandon.
I'm tired of him, for real. I want you to go down there to beat him up. And I'm not playing. He disrespected me. There you go, Brandon. Talk to my mama now.
Hey, hold on. Why are you disrespecting my child?
Who's disrespecting who?
So the whole situation is a mess. Now Gianni Blaze is jumping into the fray. And she's basically, you know, saying that anybody who don't like Brandon, she's saying F them. Everybody in the show's over the age of 18. So we all know those are shots going at Reginae. Go ahead and check this out. And I'm going to come back with the rest of my commentary.
I'm trying to make Brandon look crazy and not. Y'all some suckers for that shit. Man, you got me drinking this shit, boy. I'm about to be high as fuck, man.
That's the weed aid.
That's the weed drink. And I'm not even trying to shoot at the other artists that's on here. It's just we all know who really that. I fuck with Brave. Those are my family, so they don't count. I fuck with J.O. Those are my family. I fuck with Danny. That's my family. They don't count. But anybody else that don't like Brandon and want to talk crazy, fuck them. And like I said, everybody is up 18, so don't nobody take, oh, what you talking about? Everybody is 18, so anybody that don't like Brandon, fuck you.
Oh, you just started.
All right, so y'all just heard what Gianni Blaze had to say. You know, this whole situation is a mess. I feel like Gianni Blaze is a lot older than Reginae, so I don't really think it's worth throwing shots at her, especially being that you already know Toya is going to get involved. Gianni Blaze is closer to Toya's age than she is Reginae. So it make more sense for her to come at Toya as opposed to Reginae. But I also feel like Brandon as well is a bit too old to be engaging and going back and forth with Reginae. You know, it's just a lot that's just really annoyed me watching this show. I mean, even that whole situation when her mother told her flat out to not get involved with T.I. and Lil Wayne's beef. And then what did she do? She goes straight to social media and she calls herself trying to check T.I. I feel like she's a bit too grown and she lacks a lot of respect for her mother. And, you know, unfortunately for Toya, it's too late to nip that in the bud. She's 18 years old. There's not really too much you can do. It's not like she's 13, 14. You've basically given her too much. She's way too entitled, you know, and she just feels like things should just come to her and that nobody can tell her anything because of who her father is. And that's not how it works in the real world. And if she's getting ready to go to college this fall, she needs to realize that on a college campus, nobody cares if you're Keisha Knight Pulliam or Lil Wayne's daughter. People are going to treat you the same way like a regular person. So she needs to kind of leave that attitude at home. If not, college is going to be very, very hard for her because people don't have time to play with folks. Once you're grown and once you're in college and you got people literally having to pay for their education and struggling and trying to get financial aid and working, they don't have time for the spoiled princess attitude on the college campus. So, you know, I just think Reginae needs to calm down a bit and she needs to realize that, you know, I understand she's trying to work on her brand and she wants to be a model and an actress and a singer and all that stuff, but she needs to realize that she's turning off a lot of people and she's ruining her brand before she can even get her brand off the ground. You know, she needs to take notes from Zanique because Zanique is a very personable person. She seems very, very sweet, very down to earth, very meek and mild. I definitely love Zanique. I love the energy that she brings onto the show. But Reginae, I don't know, it just irks me how she acts and how she treats her mother and how she talks to people and how she looks at people. And it's not a good look, you know. I want the best for this young girl because she's a beautiful girl, you know, and she's been blessed to be in a position, but she needs to realize that everybody does not have those blessings, and she needs to bring it down a notch and stop acting like a spoiled princess. So anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get the discussion popping. Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know your thoughts on this entire crazy situation concerning Reginae Carter. All right, deuces. Guys, it's your girl T. Make sure to subscribe, like, and share my videos. You can also visit Lovelyti.com to purchase any merchandise. Also, don't forget to click the boxes down below to watch any of my previous videos. Talk to y'all later. Deuces.